when you run your own business or try to balance work, family, and life. It feels like you are the only one holding everything together. You finally hire someone to help, but they don't do things the way you would. Even if the result is fine, you still correct them. You still rescue mistakes. You still worry they might say the wrong thing to a customer. And instead of lightening your load, you end up carrying even more. Then you get home exhausted. Your phone buzzes. It's your friend calling late at night to complain about the partner. You are drained, but the hero in you wakes up. They need me. So you listen, you comfort them, you give them solutions. But have they ever really listened? No. A few days later, things go back to normal and the whole circle starts again. Your grown-up kids call you from university or work full of frustrations. You jump straight in with advice. Do they listen? No. Your partner vents about problem at work. You give solutions, trying to rescue them. Do they listen? No. They go out, pay for a consultant. And, ironically, they follow the same advice you give. It works. They thank the consultant, and you sit there thinking, why do I waste so much my energy? And the hardest part, although you think your partner knows you well, sometimes they forget you are a business person too. You spend your days solving problems, carrying heavy risks. Yet at home, all of that feels invisible. That's the risky role at work, at home, business, in love. It drains you, it leaves you unheard, it makes you unseen. In this video, I will share why we fall into rescue loop and the 4 ways to step out of it. Because love isn't about fixing people, it's about staying close without losing yourself. Number 1, see the loop and practice the pause. My friend Sharon told me, whenever her husband's business hit the rough pitch, he'd go quiet. He'd sit at the table, staring at the numbers on his laptop, shoulders heavy, snapping when she asked questions. Sharon panicked. She cooked his favorite meals. She wrote long support messages. She even sent him articles about cash flow. But the more she tried, the grumpier he became. He loaned her, he pushed her away, and she felt invisible. Later, her husband told her, when you do all that, I feel like you don't trust me to solve my own problems. I'm already angry with myself. And your rescuing makes me feel even smaller. So we drew it on paper. I fix, he resists, I fix more. Just one circle, and Sharon finally saw the loop. So she tried something new. Before jumping in, she asked, do you want me to just listen, or do you want ideas? The first time, he sighed, just listen please. Sharon told me later, it was torture to stay quiet. But when I saw it, his shoulders relaxed. He didn't need fixing, he just needed me to be there. If you are running a small business, I encourage you to read a book called The E-Myth, Why Most Small Businesses Don't Work and What to Do About It, by Michael Gerber. It explains why so many owners get trapped doing all the work themselves, and how to build systems so your business can run without you rescuing every detail. It may give you clarity and comfort if you are feeling stuck. I will put the link in the description below. I may earn a small commission if you use it, but that doesn't matter. The main thing is this book could really help you. Number 2, friendship without fixing. My friend Sarah told me, I was rescuing everyone, my clients, my kids, even my best friend. When they called late at night, I always picked up, even when I was exhausted. I do comfort them, give them solutions. But next week, they do call again with the same problems, and I felt drained. One weekend, Sarah decided to meet her friend for coffee. She took a deep breath and finally said, I felt frustrated. I keep giving you advice, but nothing changes. I feel like I'm carrying your problems, and it's exhausting me. At first, her friend was shocked, hurt. Even the silence between them was really heavy. But later, her friend admitted quietly, I didn't realize the impact on you. When I call, I don't always want answers. Sometimes I just need someone to hear me. But when you give me solutions, I feel pressured and then guilty because I never followed them. The conversation shifted everything. Sarah started setting boundaries. If it was late, she said, I will call you tomorrow when I have more energy. And when she did pick it up, she asked, do you want me to just listen or do you want advice? Sarah told me at first I worried they'd be upset, but actually my friendship got stronger. They trusted me more because I was honest. I didn't feel drained anymore. Number 3, respect builds growth. My friend Linda once told me, for years I handled everything for my son, his school uniforms, and now he's 20 years old. I still even call to book his doctor's appointments. I told myself I'm just helping. I don't want him to struggle. But deep down, I knew he should be learning to do these things himself. One day, after the long week, Linda complained that her son was lazy and should start doing things for himself. Her son stepped back. Mom, you never give me the chance to try. You do it for me before I even start. How am I supposed to learn? Linda said it hurt her heart. She thought she was protecting him, but what he felt was smothered. So she decided to step back. Instead of doing things for him, she waited when he asked for help. She sat beside him, but stopped herself from taking over. She told me it was difficult. I had to control the urge to jump in, and now I know it still takes time. But already my relationship feels closer. I stepped back, and he stepped forward. Number 4, focus on what matters most. My friend Priya, who runs her own small business, once said, I was rescuing everyone, my clients, my kids, even my parents. By the time I went to bed, I had no energy left for myself. And yet, nobody seemed to listen anyway. And it's true. If you run your own business, or if you are a non-native English speaker trying to build a life in a new country, your plate is already full. Adding everyone else's problem on top will break you. One day I asked Priya to ask herself, what really matters most right now? The answer was clear. Her business needed focus. Her family needed her calm presence rather than her advice. And she needed rest, not rescuing, Priya told me later. When I stopped carrying everyone else's struggles, I finally had energy for what mattered most. And slowly, I grew with my loved ones instead of trying to fix them. So, if you ever felt stuck, fixing at work, fixing at home, rescuing everyone but yourself, remember this. Rescuing isn't love, and it isn't leadership. Respecting their path and focusing on what matters most. That's where real growth begins. Let's recap. We learned from Priya's story. When Sharon stopped trying to rescue her husband, he finally relaxed. When Sarah stopped rescuing her friend, their relationship became stronger. When Linda stopped rescuing her son, he stood taller and found his own way. And when Priya stopped rescuing everyone else, she finally had energy for what mattered most. Sometimes the most loving, the most powerful thing you can do is step back, respect their path, and focus on what truly matters most. If you are running a business with your partner, sometimes can feel harder than the business itself. You may want to watch this video. Thanks for watching.